What's up, family? How you guys doing? So, welcome to Motivation Monday. I'm super happy you're here. It's time for another awesome week, and I'm just honored and blessed and privileged to be spending it with you guys. So, I want you to imagine this scenario. You're in the MS gym, and you've been exercising for about 6 weeks. You've been doing 6 to 7 days a week. You've been hitting one of the membership programs, or maybe you're hitting one of the free guides, or maybe you're getting help from me or one of the movement moderators or something like that. You're eating well. You're drinking your water. You think that you're handling your lifestyle, you're handling your stress, because your foot drop is getting better. Your leg is lifting easier. Your balance is getting better. Your mind is getting clearer. Your attitude is improving. You find yourself not having to take naps as much. Yesterday you went to the mall, you went to your kid's soccer game, you came home and cooked dinner, and you ended up, after the kids went to bed, having like date night with your spouse. So you go to bed one night feeling like, wow, this is working. Wow. I think this movement med thing that Trevor's talking about may be working. I think the MS gym may actually be working. So you go to bed smiling. You go to bed happy. You go to bed joyful. And you maybe even dream that night of walking, running, swimming, hiking, traveling, dancing. You wake up in the morning, and your first thought is, oh man, wonder what's going to happen today. And you go to lift your legs out of your bed, and they don't move. You go to try to sit up, and you can't do it so well. You go to try to take a breath, and you feel like someone's crushing your rib cage. You look around and your vision's foggy. You all of a sudden start to panic. You all of a sudden start to get anxious. You all of a sudden start to freak out. Your foot is dropped, your legs are spastic, your diaphragm is in spasm, your claw hand on the right is all balled up, and instantly you go into the what ifs. What if I'm not getting better? What if this exercise thing isn't working? What if this is a fluke? What if yesterday was a fluke? What if I actually can't use movement to make myself better? What if no matter how good my mind is that then what's the point? What if exercise isn't for me? What if I'm just kidding myself? What if the doctors are right that I'm not going to get better? What if my family members are right? I shouldn't get my hopes up. What if my friend or my spouse that left was right? When they left, they're like, you know what, I can't look forward to you being in a wheelchair, and that's what I'm going to center my life around. What if the MS community is right? And that my destiny is to end up in an assisted living facility where everybody forgets about me and just leaves me there to finish out my life, a shadow of myself. Pretty dismal, pretty dark, pretty not cool. Those what ifs, you guys, those are what are going to take you down. Those what ifs are what are going to take you out. Those what ifs are going to take all of your progress and all of your hard work and all of your hope, joy, belief, faith, and just positive thoughts about healing and shatter them. But here's the hard part about those what ifs. They typically come, they'll come at the beginning, like when you're just starting this journey, when you're just starting to figure out exercise, when you're just starting to listen to me, when you're just starting to find the MS gym, the what ifs are kind of expected. because you guys have been in a situation where the world, the medical community, the MS community, your friends, your family, and everybody have just basically told you that MS is progressive, you can't get better, your body's going to fall apart, your mind's going to disintegrate, you're going to end up alone, and basically all the dreams, hopes, and desires that you have in your life, you might as well just kind of forget about those because they're just not going to happen. So at the beginning of the MS gym, you go through this crisis of belief. You go through this period when you actually have to take a gigantic step of faith, that first step of faith and belief in saying, well, what if this works? Might as well give it a try. What do I have to lose? Right? So there's a bunch of what ifs, but there's ignorance is bliss, right? You don't know that exercise can work. You don't know that your body can actually change. You don't know that your balance can improve. You don't know that your shoulders can move again and your hand can open and your eyes can feel better and you can get bladder control. You don't know that there's actually a community out here that will support you through thick and thin, victory and defeat. You don't know that me as a coach, that I'm going to be here developing program after program after program after companion guide, to give you everything that you need for the rest of my life. And you don't know that your moderator team and leadership team are working behind the scenes all the time to be there for you. You don't know. The punishing part comes from when you do know that this stuff works. When you have seen that exercise can help. When you have felt your hand move better, your neck move better, your bladder move better, your legs lift better, your foot not drop, your body rotate, you being able to change direction and not fall down, you being able to go walk around a park, you be able to go hike a trail, you be able to go to a movie and not have to get up 3 or 4 times because of bladder control, you be able to have a date night with your spouse, you be able to play with your grandchildren, you be able to go serve at your church, you be able to return to work, you be able to write, you be able to speak, you be able to talk the way that you want, when you want, how you want. So the hard part about MS, yes, it's hard at the beginning. Yes, it's hard when you feel like there's no hope. But I think the hardest part is actually getting success and then having a setback. Getting results and then having a flare-up. Seeing that this stuff actually works and then bam, 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 you get jacked in the face. Sucker punch, nose punch, whatever it might be, you wake up one day and nothing works. And then your mind starts to spiral and tailspin and tailspin and tailspin and tailspin. And you freak out. That's when those lies start. That's when the seeds of doubt come in. That's when the seeds of I can't do this come in. That's when the seeds of what if come in, saying, what if I'm too far gone? What if MS is stronger than I am? What if I'm going to end up here and end up here and end up here and end up here? What if all of those hopes and desires and positive thinking and positive mindset stuff that I've been working on, that Trevor has tried to help me with, that the MS community's helped me with, that the moderators have helped me with, what if that's all in vain? What if it's just like, what's the point? What if all this is just a fluke? What if all this I'm just getting my hopes up and it's just going to end up crushing me harder? You can't go there. You can't go there. It's okay to go there for 24 to 48 hours. It's okay for you to freak out. You have permission to flip out. You have permission to go down that road for just a little bit because your patterns in your brain, that is a survival tactic for you to wrap your brain around the worst case scenario so that if it happens, you're prepared for it. But what if you train your brain to be able to have the skills that during setbacks like that, you can actually stop, breathe, stay calm, stay present, and stay connected. So that you can actually have the presence of mind, mindfulness, you can actually have the presence of body and awareness to actually be in the moment, and you can avoid being taken down the quicksand of MS. And you do this by being able and training your brain to expect setbacks. They're going to happen, you guys. They're going to happen. Neuroplasticity, neuromuscular re-education, learning of your brain, learning new movement patterns, reversing old movement patterns, creating new neuromuscular patterns around MS takes time. And it's a skill, and it's a lesson, and it's a new language. And just like learning a new language, skill, sport, whatever, you're going to make mistakes. It is going to make mistakes. Your brain is going to do the wrong thing. Your body's not going to respond right. The communication is going to get frazzled. The translation isn't going to happen all the time. So I need you to get in the right mindset that I need you to expect setbacks, because they are going to happen. But the key to overcoming those setbacks, turning into defeat, disappointment, discouragement, doubt, and ultimately dismissal or quitting, is you've got to stay calm, stay present, stay connected so you can chill out, realize that you have the resources you need, realizes that you have the relationships that you need, realize that you have the ability to review and redo and refocus what you need, and keep moving forward. So let's talk about how you break this down. So what does stay calm mean, right? Because if you wake up in the morning after 6 weeks of rocking it, and your legs don't work, and you're locked into spasticity like this, and your hand doesn't work, and you have a massive headache, and your eyes are freaking out, how the hell do you stay calm? What I encourage you to do is to reflect and review how far you've come in 6 weeks. I also need you to think about the fact that you are learning. Your brain is learning that every rep and every set and every day that you complete a workout, there is permanent learning going on in your brain. Your brain did not forget. Your brain did not get overridden. Your brain did not get defeated by MS. It's just in a state of flux, of transition, of processing. You do not lose those skills. They are not perishable skills. It's just like riding a bike or writing your name or anything like that. Saying your name, speaking your native language. It's ingrained in your brain. It's always in there. So stay calm knowing that, okay, I've been here before. I've gotten better. This is 1 day or 2 days. I'm going to go back and do what I did before, and maybe it'll reverse it again. The second thing is stay present. So if you constantly start obsessing over your past, what happened in the past, your last relapse, your last flare-up, your last symptom, the last time you were on the floor, the last time you fell, the last time you had spasticity, the last, and you keep going back into your past, you will get drugged down into your past. And that is not good, because before you started the MS gym and knowing that exercise can work for you, you were in a dark place. Don't go back there. The other thing is, don't go into the future. Don't go into the what ifs. Oh my God, what if this doesn't last? Oh my gosh, what if this is a fluke? Oh my gosh, what if my brain is losing? Oh my gosh, what if I'm progressing too quick? Oh my gosh, what if I got another diagnosis? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What if? You go into that cycle, that's going to just destroy you, because the fear of the unknown will shred you. And I'll get back to the word fear here in a sec. The third thing, so I need you to stay present, right? So I need you to stay present. Second thing still, stay present knowing that you have the resources to move. I have given you inside that membership every program you need. Whether you're having a rock star day and you want to go crush it, or whether you're like barely moving. There's movement detox programs, there's chair programs, there's sitting programs, there's programs where you just work on your hands, there's programs where you just work on your neck, there's programs where you just work on your pelvic floor, there's programs where you just stretch. There's programs where, like BGB Boot Camp, where it literally will just walk you through the basics of human movement so you can actually restore function and reconnect your brain. Like, it's all in the membership. So stay present knowing that you have what you need. You also have the members corner. You also have your MS Gym community to reach out to and say, dude, I am struggling. Dude, I am getting rocked. Please help me. You have Ken, you have myself, you have Misty, you have your moderators, you have your movement moderators. You have all these people that are here to catch you when you fall. You need to stay present, breathe, chill. Know that you're not alone. Know that you're not doing this by yourself. Know that at any point you can get in and ask a question or tell someone that you're struggling, and we are here. The third thing is stay connected. And it kind of plays with the stay present. The stay connected to your MS Gym community. Stay connected to your coach. Stay connected to your moderators. Stay connected to the family members that love you, support you, and make you feel better when you're around them. Stay connected to the people that encourage you, that tell you, like, dude, it's only a couple days. Like, you've gotten through this before. Like, I'm just going to sit with you. I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to check in with you. I will help you. I will come over. I will go through exercises with you. I'll make you food. I'll get you here. I'll get you there. I'm with you. Stay connected with those people in your inner circle, in your heart, that you know are going to help you. Whether they're virtually in the MS Gym or whether they're IRL, in real life, with you. But stay connected. Stay connected in with the positivity here with mindset movements, movement minutes, movement minutes, Motivation Monday, Misty moments. Go back and review that stuff. Listen to it. Get it in your head. There's a ton of resources in here that you can use. Stay connected. So let's talk about fear for a sec, you guys. With those three things in your mind. Stay calm, stay present, stay connected. What that are, those three things, is our version of mindfulness, which is a very trendy word nowadays, of basically being, like, staying present to your current reality. Like mindfulness. This state of having your mind full of where you are, what you're doing, and how to actually deal with the circumstances around you. How you think, how you speak, how you behave, how you move, how you live, how you interact. That's mindfulness. So the thing that will crush you the fastest is fear. Fear is a killer. Fear is a liar. Fear is a destroyer of everything that you've worked for. Fear will steal your joy, your hope, your compassion, your belief, your faith, your positivity, and basically everything that you are will just be unraveled by the ferocity of fear. And that is what MS, that is the downside of it. That is its poison, is fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what am I going to become. Fear of what's going to happen to me. Fear of if they're right. Are they right? I don't know. But let's think about it. What if fear, and I know a lot of you guys have heard this, what if it means false evidence appearing real? False evidence appearing real. And a lot of you may be like, false? Dude, I can't lift my freaking leg. I can't lift my bleeping hand. I can't get out of my freaking bed. Bleep, 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 put in whatever expletives you want. Like, how can you say it's false evidence? I'm not saying that your symptoms are false evidence. Those are real. What I'm saying is that your fate, your prognosis, your sentence, your inability to move, your disability to not be able to get out of this MS prison, that is what is false evidence. Your symptoms are false evidence. Not the physicality of it, but the destination that you're headed to. Just because you rocked it for 6 weeks and you had a foot drop or your hip flexors don't work or you're in back pain again or your bladder gives out or whatever, does not mean that that's the direction you're going in. Because what if it's just your brain processing a bunch of new stuff? What if your body is like, whoa, dude, your brain's like, whoa, dude, I can't handle any more input, so I'm going to slow you down a little bit while I think through all this stuff because I'm about to give you a breakthrough physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything. What if? What if you've been crushing it on exercise and it just doesn't make sense that your symptoms are flaring up? What if that's a signal from your brain to you being like, look, dude, you've got your exercises down, all your movement meds are right, but your mindset is still crap. Even if you're a positive person, that doesn't mean a damn thing. Because what if the relationships around you are filling your threat bucket? What if that job that you're holding on to so tight because it's your identity is literally grinding you in the ground? What if you're still holding on to the resentment and bitterness of your spouse leaving? What if that hopelessness of reconnecting with your children because they don't know how to be around you anymore consumes you? What if it's that voice in the back of your head thinking, well, what if my doctor's right? What if Trevor's full of crap? Scrap, right? What if this is just fleeting? What if, what if? You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. What if those symptom flare-ups, are you really, you're 90% there, but you don't 100% believe that this is working? What if? What if there's other things in your life, your food, your water, your environment, your sleep, your stress levels, your ability to handle your life are adding to that threat bucket, causing neurological output, which results in your MS symptom flaring up? What if? So it may not be, there's not a direct correlation between exercise is working, therefore MS isn't getting me, or exercise is not working, therefore MS is winning. That doesn't work like that. Your body is a complex thing. This life is a complex thing. Just because I have a job doesn't mean I'm financially set for my life. Just because I'm married doesn't mean I'm going to be happy every day if I don't put in the effort. Just because I have children and I think I'm a good dad doesn't mean that they're just going to turn out well if I don't put any effort into it. Or I put my crap onto my kids. Nothing in this life is guaranteed. So there's a constant process of putting effort and putting thought and putting action into that design for your life that you want to be moving towards. Life by design doesn't just happen because you say you want it. Life by design happens because you put in the effort, the intention, the passion, the persistence, the resiliency, and the effort to get there. And you guys can all do it. You can all do it. So let's think about taking all that false evidence appearing real, or maybe I'll go this way, false evidence appearing real, and turn that into focus, turn that into energy and effort, turn that into activity or activation, and turn that into reevaluation, reassessment, and recommitment. How about we redefine fear? How about we redefine fear, smack it in the face and be like, nah, man, you're not taking me out because you fear, guess what you did to me? You focused me because I hate you. I'm going to put in more effort and more energy because I'm going to beat you. I'm going to take action. I'm going to create activity and I'm going to activate my mind, my body, and my spirit to commit to healing. And I'm going to reevaluate, recommit, and just restore the belief and the faith that I have in myself that I can heal. And I can get to the place where I want to go. So sorry, Mr. Fear. Sorry, Mr. MS Fear. Because fear is the executioner of MS. Sorry, Mr. Executioner, you can't have me. Because I'm focused, I'm energized, I'm activated, and I'm ready. I'm focused, I'm energized, I'm activated, and I'm ready. I'm focused, I'm energized, I'm activated, and I'm ready. Let's talk about that. That's how I want you thinking about fear. Take that opposition, running at you full speed. Grab them, use their body weight against them, throw them away. I'm focused. Say this with me. I'm focused. I'm energized, I'm activated, and I'm ready. I'm focused, I'm energized, I'm activated, and I'm ready. That's what I want you guys thinking about, okay? That's what I want you guys thinking about. when you have a flare-up, when you have a relapse, when you have life hit you in the face, it could be a divorce. It could be your spouse leaves. You could find out that they're spending time with other people. Your children could be like, I don't know how to relate with you. I want my mom back. I want an active mom back. You may have missed out on a family event. You may have had to skip a trip. You may have gone on a trip and it didn't turn out how you thought. You may have fallen down the other day when it didn't make sense why you fell. It doesn't mean that your fate is one of failure. It doesn't mean that your fate is one of fear. It doesn't mean that your fate is one that you cannot design. So I just need you guys to think about that. So multiple things in this talk. Number one, the what ifs are a bunch of lies. The what ifs is fear. In order to combat fear, I need you to stay calm, stay present, stay connected. And I need you to look at fear from a different lens. Where you are, instead of false evidence appearing real, fear is going to turn you into and make you get more focused, more energized, more activated, and more ready. And then here's what I want you to think about. Think about the what ifs, but think about them in a different way. What if I come out of this relapse stronger? What if I take all this crap that's happened to me in this flare-up, I kind of review what happened before the flare-up, I realize that there's certain life triggers and certain threat bucket triggers that cause me to go into a flare-up. I'm going to write those down, document them, or put them in my brain, and then I'm going to avoid them at all costs. What if this just showed me that relationship, that friendship, that marriage, that job, those are my triggers which set me off, like, I got to stay away from those. What if this flare-up has shown you that you can move better, but you've got to fix your diet, you've got to fix your sleep, you've got to fix the way that you process stress, otherwise that's going to knock you out. What if this what ifs actually are promptings and gifts that get you better, that help refine you, that help you learn from your mistakes, which help you pick yourself up, learn from what you did. You're going to dodge that punch next time. You're going to block that kick next time, and you're going to move forward. Every mistake that you make, every mistake that your brain makes, every mistake that your body makes is an opportunity for learning. So instead of viewing every single challenge and every single failure and every single mistake as a validation for the diagnosis that you are going to end up in assisted living, alone, disintegrating body, and you might as well die now, like, you've got to refuse that. Because again, you get to choose how you live your life. You get to choose how you design your life. You get to choose how you think, how you speak, how you move, how you act, how you behave, how you communicate. And this will take practice. Like, I am still working on it. When I tossed out my back last week, I instantly went down this negative road of what if Lyme disease is back? It does affect your joints. It affects your soft tissues in your body. What if those soft tissues are out? What if my spine breaks? What if I blow out a disc? What if? And my wife was like, stop it. You know how to get out of this. You know that your threat bucket's high. We just had a baby. You got Summit coming up. You got a lot of people depending on you. You got a business to run. You got 2 other kids going. Your schedule completely switched. You're taking the kids to school, making their lunches, helping them with their homework, because my job, you've given me permission to have my job be my baby. So even though I'm doing noble things and good things and being a good husband, dad, and your leader here in the MS Gym, those still add into my threat bucket. So I had to step back and I had to calm myself down. I had to prepare myself. I had to stay present so that I didn't miss things. And I had to stay connected. I used my exercise. I used my food. I used you guys. I used Ken as my partner and my bud to bounce stuff off of. And I got out of it. And today I feel good. Today I feel good. This is the best I've felt in a while. So I'm just telling you guys, like, I go through it too. It's a constant. You have to work out your brain just like you work out your muscles. You have to work out your spirit just like you work out your body. You got to work out your soul and how you actually process the world, just like you have to teach your brain how to process and use your body to counteract MS. Because mindset is just as important as movement. And that's why we're doing this. That's why we do Motivation Monday. That's why we set out to do Mindset Minutes. And you guys are giving me some awesome feedback on that. So today, you guys, if you're struggling, if it feels like you're working your butt off, but all you have is setback after setback after setback, you got to stop that process. And even if you physically have a bunch of setbacks, I'm telling you, I feel for you, but at the same point, there's something that is setting off those setbacks. It may be a processing thing. You may just have to be patient, but still move. It may just be that you need to chill out and rest and sleep, but you got to still move. More than likely, your exercise and your movement meds are going way up and your dosage is being effective, but you got to spend more time on this. You got to spend more time on this. And you've got to get rid of all the extra crap that drains your energy, that drains your dream, or that drains your energy, that drains your belief, and that kills your dreams. You've got to get rid of those people. You got to get rid of those situations. You got to get rid of those environments. If they drain your energy, if they drain your energy, if they kill your dreams, or they diminish your hope and belief, you got to get rid of them. And I'm just telling you, that's probably what it is. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this. Remember, stay calm. Stay present, stay connected. Fear is nothing more than you becoming more focused, more energized, more activated, and more ready. And turn those negative what-ifs into positive what-ifs, that what if this actually works? What if I can change my life? What if Trevor's not full of crap? What if all my MS gymmers that are having success, like I can do what they did and I can get what they got? You can do it. I know you can. I'm here with you. We're here to help you. You have every resource possible. All you got to do is say yes, invest, say this is the time, I'm ready, I'm tired of being in this cycle and I want it to stop. The best way that you can have this cycle of pain and disappointment and flare-up and discouragement and fear stop is to get into a vehicle that will take you there. The membership will take you there. The core programs inside of there are complete. The companion guides in there will help you fine-tune your symptoms. You will get stronger. You will get more balanced. You will get more energized. You will get more hope. You will get more belief. You will get a better mindset because you have something to follow. And here's the best part. It's not just you and me. You have a bunch of MS gymmers ready to help you. You have a bunch of family members ready to help you. You have a bunch of people that you can dive into that members corner and be like, hey man, this is where I'm struggling. This is my situation. Who experienced this? Help me out. What did you do? How did you get there? And can you help me? You're not alone. So I just want to let you guys know that you can do this. You're capable of this. You're strong enough to do this. I believe in you. You got me as your coach. You got a whole leadership team behind you. You got a whole moderator team behind you. You got a whole MS Gym community behind you. Like you literally have thousands of people cheering you on and ready to help you at any given moment. So believe in yourself. Reject the lies. Denounce the what-ifs. Denounce fear. Change the definition of it. Focus on the positive what-ifs. Keep moving forward. Keep believing. And things will change. All right? So I love you guys. Thank you for being here today. Have an awesome Monday.